A Honolulu City Council member is getting some heat for a parking ticket, and it's a waiting game for an important ruling on health care that could affect thousands here in Hawaii. Those are just some of the stories you'll find in Civil Beat this morning, and we're joined live over Skype with Civil Beat political reporter Chad Blair. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, Jill.
As far as our City Council member Ikaika Anderson, getting some heat this morning, huh?
Well, this is a fun one. Apparently, Ikaika Anderson had a constituent park in his stall at Honolulu Hale. So one of his staff members then moved the council member's car to another stall, and then he got a ticket, something that didn't stand very well with the councilman who took the issue up with the parking office. The City Ethics Commission says that maybe the council member was a little strong on the employee, maybe even intimidated him. There wasn't a fine involved, just a warning.
Oh, but this is not his first run-in, apparently, with city parking officials, right?
That's correct. He has a little bit of a history. He even introduced a bill that would give oversight of the Parking Violations Office to the council, but that bill didn't pass.
And, well, has he responded at all as far as what he says happened?
He's mildly remorseful. He thinks it was no big deal, perhaps blown out of exaggeration, and he hopes it'll just disappear and go away.
Okay, well, another story that's pretty interesting and has a pretty wide effect is the Supreme Court ruling on health care that's supposed to come tomorrow, right?
That's correct. And, you know, the entire nation is hanging for this ruling by the Supreme Court. This is on President Obama's Affordable Health Care Act, sometimes called Obamacare, not in a flattering way. The most important part of that CARE Act is the individual mandate, which would require people who don't have health insurance to get health insurance. Now, here in Hawaii, we're pretty lucky. Only about 100,000 people, or 8% of the population, don't have health insurance. That's because we had a Prepaid Health Care Act back in the 1970s. If that provision is struck down by the Supreme Court, however, those folks could lose out on the opportunity to apply for health care.
Okay, so yeah, going to keep our eye on that, and thanks to Civil Beat for keeping an eye on that. Also, we understand Tulsi Gabbard is getting a pretty hefty support.
That's right. A mainland group called Vote Vets is going to be spending another $100,000 to run TV ads on behalf of her congressional campaign. That brings the total to about $220,000. This is money not coming from Councilman Gabbard, but from another group that really doesn't appear to be about veterans. They seem to be more concerned about the environment. But the bottom line is you'll be seeing more TV commercials for Councilmember Gabbard's campaign for Congress.
All right. Thanks so much. Those are interesting stories. Thanks, Chad, as always.
Thank you, Jill, and thanks for reading Civil Beat.
And you can find the complete stories that we've just discussed on civilbeat.com. You're watching KITV4 News This Morning. We'll be right back.